Hello, welcome to Math Pro by Bloom Academy. Okay, we're going to work on composition of functions today. All right, the first question, really easy. Okay, you have y is a function of x, right? That means y equals some value of x. So when y depends on some value of x, so you can change the x values and you get corresponding y values. So if you are asked, you see how f of x is equal to 7 minus 2x. Okay? So if you are asked to find f of 1, what it means is wherever there is x, put 1 there. So it's a 7 minus 2 times what? Instead of 2 times x, 2 times 1. And that will be 7 minus 2, which is 5. Okay, we can also find f of negative 1. F of negative 1, which will be 7 minus 2 times negative 1, which becomes 7 plus 2. Okay, negative 2 times negative 1 is positive 2. That will be 9. So that's what it means when you have this notation. So remember, this is your x value. So we say f of negative 1 is equal to 9. This is your x value. This 9 here is your y value. Cool? All right, let's move on. Okay, so now, do the rest of it. Exercises. All right, now we have g of x is equal to 1 half x plus 5. What is 4 times g of x minus 1? What does that mean? Multiply g of x by 4 and then subtract 1. Okay, and this is exactly what I've done here on the board. Just follow the examples. Okay, follow it. Okay, and then we move on. Make sure you're using parentheses. 4, okay, 4 parentheses, g of x, close it, minus 1. So after you do that, you come and subtract your 1. Okay, I have another one here. This is a polynomial p of x equals x squared minus 2x minus 3. Say find p of negative 2. Okay, find p of negative 2. How do you do that? So you see how p of x equals x squared minus 2x minus 3. P of negative 2 means wherever there is x, you put negative 2 there. So it will be negative 2 squared minus 2 times negative 2 minus 3. What is negative 2 squared? Okay, negative times negative becomes positive. So it becomes plus 4 minus 2 times negative 2 becomes positive 4, then minus 3. So it is 8 minus 3, which is equal to 5. That is p of negative 2. Okay. What about 3 times p of x plus 11? How do you do that one? That means multiply p of x by 3. After that, add 11. Okay. And which will be 3 parentheses what? X squared minus 2x minus 3. After that, you add 11. So this will be 3x squared minus 6x minus 9 plus 11, which will be 3x squared minus 6x plus 2, because negative 2 plus 11 is 2. You're done. All right. Here's the next example. We have k of x. K is a function of x, and it's equal to 2x minus q over 5. First one is find k of 2z. How do you do that? Okay, k of 2z, that means wherever there is x, place 2z. Okay, so that's it. That's your solution right there. Wherever there is x, I put 2z there. I open the parenthesis, and then that's your answer. Okay, and then the last one is if k of 4 equals 3, find the value of q. K of 4, okay, k of 4 means wherever there is x, go and put 4. So k of 4 is 2 times, instead of x, we put 4, minus q over 5 equals 3. We still don't know q. That's what we are after. Okay? What do? You cross multiply. This is over 1. You cross multiply. And then you find q equals what? Negative 7. All right. How are you going to do these two? This is a function h of x equals 3x minus p over 7. How do you find h of 3f? H of 3f basically is wherever there is x, put 3f there and evaluate the function. Okay. All right. Here's another question. Function g is defined by f. G of x equals 5x minus 2. And 3 times g of k equals 39. What is the value of k? All right. And then the next question is, this is part A, this is part B. Find g of 2k. So first we need to find the value of k. This is the definition of g of x. And g of k will be what? Wherever there is x, we put k, 5k minus 2. 3g of k means 3 times this here. And we've been told that this is equal to 39. Okay, so we solve this equation here. And then we get k equals 3. Here's another way of solving for it. Okay, and you can rewind the video and then watch the solution. It's another way of solving for k. We move on. All right, and here's another one. This is similar to what we did. Okay, this is the definition of the function. 5f of t equals 20. What is f of 3t? You have to find t first before you can come and find this. All right. Okay, another one is function f is defined by f of x equals 5 over 3x plus k. What is the value of f of k? Oh, I'm sorry. There's information missing over here. It is if, what is f of k if f of, let me see, I think f of 9 is equal to 18. F of 9 equals 18, right? Okay, how are you going to do that? That's the complete question. Okay, so what you're going to do is, first you need to find the value of k using this information. You need to plug in wherever there is 9, there's x, you replace with 9 and equal to 18. That will help you find k, and then you can come and find f of k, which is 5 over 3k plus the value of k that you will get. Make sense? All right. Expand 3x plus 2 all squared. You remember? Okay. Perfect square trinomials. If you have a plus b all squared, means take the first item, square it. Then twice the product of first and second item plus b squared. So a plus b all squared is a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. So what is the first item? It's 3x. We square both of them, 3x all squared, times 2 times 3x times 2 plus 2 squared. Okay, and remember, 3x all squared is 3 squared times x squared, which is 9x squared. Okay, don't make a mistake and say this is equal to 3 squared, 3x squared. Okay, so try this, get your answer. Now we have this function f of x equals to x squared minus 3x. Find f of p. What does that mean? Wherever there is x, put p. So f of p is p squared minus 3p. F of 5p, it means wherever there is x, put 5p. So it will be 5p all squared minus 3 times 5p, which is what? 25p squared minus 15p. So that's what you do for these other cases. And then here, when you're asked to find f of 3x minus 1, is the same as 3x minus 1 all squared. Okay, see that wherever there is x, you put that function there, minus 3 times 3x minus 1. How do you expand this? Okay, that is why I ask you to do these exercises up here. All right, how do you expand that? So that's going to be what? The first term squared, 9x squared minus 6x plus 1. Then minus 9x plus 3. It's 9x squared, negative 6x, and then that's minus 15x. 1 plus 3 is 4. Okay, do the same thing for this. All right, and here's another question. F of x equals x squared minus 2x plus 1. And if f of 2k plus 1 equals 16 and k is greater than 0, what is the value of k? Pause the video, challenge yourself to see if you can do it. After that, come and look at the solution. Okay. Come and look at the solution. All right, you try this. And I have this one. Problem is solved for you. I gave you alternate way of solving this problem here. Do it this way or that way. And then I give you this to try. That'll be your last question. And then I say, go and practice additional exercises, IXL Algebra 2, P1 to P7, composition of functions. Right? We know about domain and range. What is the domain of this function? The domain is all the values of the independent variable on the horizontal axis. It's from here, so it will be 0 to 7. And the range is all the values of the y in the function, which is from negative 2 all the way up to positive 3. All right. What about the domain of this function here? This function has a denominator. So whatever, this denominator here cannot be equal to 0. So the domain will be all values except when x plus 2 equals 0. So except when x equals negative 2. So this is valid for all values except when x equals negative 2. All right? Okay, and one more thing. If you have, let's say, f of x equals square root of, let's say, 3 minus x. And I ask you to find what is the domain. Remember, we cannot find the square root of a negative number. I mean, it becomes in the real number system. Okay, we cannot. So you say that whenever this number, this x here, is less than 3. So if you have 3, no, sorry, let me do this function again. It is x minus a 3. Okay, if this is less than 3, so 2 minus 3, you have square root of negative 1. It's no longer valid. Okay, so the domain of this is all values of x greater than or equal to 3. Okay, if it's equal to 3, we have 3 minus 3, which is 0. So we can start from 3 and up, but we don't want to have any negative number. All right, okay. All right, so do the attached exercises in the worksheet, and then tomorrow, come prepared and do SAT practice. All right, I'm sorry, on Saturday. Have a good day. All right, what do I keep telling you? I'll do my best for you, and if you put in the effort, okay, work hard, all things being equal, you shall do what? You shall bloom. Welcome to Bloom Academy. All right, bye-bye.